In today's video, an incredibly inspiring success story.
I had contracted a very rare kidney disease.
This man had a glomerular filtration rate or GFR of 18 and a creatinine of 4.99. He was spilling a ton of protein in the urine and he knew that when his creatinine will be over 5, he will have to start dialysis. Eventually, he crashed and ended up in the emergency room before he could even actually see a kidney doctor. His doctor never told him what to eat and what to avoid. Instead, he was given high blood pressure medication, but it didn't work much since his creatinine levels kept rising. But this is not how it ends for him.
A friend of mine who teaches here on this campus and is a registered dietitian comes into my office one morning before class and goes, "I've been following your case. I want to do an experiment." It was so worth the energy to do it, because within 2 weeks, I started feeling better.
It was really worth it. Today, he is in complete remission. His creatinine is 0.8 and he is off all medications. What he needed to do is to make just one change to his diet, to start avoiding one food. Catherine here. I've been working with kidney disease patients for almost 10 years now, and what I will share with you today is one of the most inspiring success stories I've come across in my entire career.
I'm Chef Duane. I'm a culinary arts instructor here at the Inland Northwest Culinary Academy at Spokane Community College. I'm also a kidney patient.
Duane Sunwold is a chef and a culinary arts instructor at the Spokane Community College. Around 20 years ago, he was diagnosed with chronic kidney disease. Here's what he says about it. 20 years ago at 40, Duane Sunwold was on top of his game as a chef and culinary arts instructor. But one day he had to step back from his bullish career due to a serious illness that would later on change his life. Chef Duane Sunwold was diagnosed with chronic kidney disease, or CKD in short. This gradual loss of kidney function was zapping out his energy and reducing his quality of life, but his doctor was of no help at all. How did Chef Sunwold found out he had kidney disease? When I turned 40, I noticed that my energy level was draining. I was in and out of the doctor's office for 4 months, but I was only being treated for symptoms, migraines, and high blood pressure. I was never being treated for the actual cause. Eventually, a lab test showed that I was spilling a ton of protein in my urine. I had totally crashed and ended up in the emergency room before I could even actually see a kidney doctor. I was hooked up to a morphine pump and I could hardly move. My creatinine level reached 4.99 milligrams per dl. My doctor told me that when creatinine reaches 5 milligrams per dl, it triggers a need for dialysis.
It was so worth the energy to do it.
But guys, after that,
because within 2 weeks, I started feeling better.
Chef Sunwold was able to improve. Today, he is not on dialysis. He is not on any medication actually, and he only had to do one change to his diet to achieve this incredible result.
It was so worth the energy to do it, because within 2 weeks, I started feeling better.
His life truly is an inspiration for us, but it was not easy for him to achieve this amazing result with kidney disease. So question, what made all the difference for him? After ending up in the ER and getting diagnosed with advanced stage kidney disease, Chef Sunwold did what any person would do. He went to see a nephrologist, but things didn't go as planned. He was never told what foods he should eat and avoid. He wasn't given any meaningful advice from his doctor. Instead, he was given high blood pressure medication, but it didn't work much since his creatinine levels kept rising. Then something happened to him. Let's see.
I had contracted a very rare kidney disease. And a friend of mine who teaches here on this campus and is a registered dietitian comes into my office one morning before class and goes, "I've been following your case. I want to do an experiment." And I'm like, okay. She goes, "I want to take you off of animal protein just for 90 days. Let's see how you feel. And if you don't feel better, I'll let you eat whatever you want." And I'm like, okay, I've been sick, I'm motivated, let's do this. It was so worth the energy to do it, because within 2 weeks, I started feeling better. I was absolutely amazed that diet could cause such a change in someone's life.
So he was lucky enough to have a friend who was a registered dietitian to recommend him the right diet for kidney disease. And he found out about the diet that can actually make all the difference with kidney disease. The low protein diet. Incredible! Guys, remember that this happened almost 20 years ago. And I know that many of you guys following me here regularly already know that the low protein diet for kidney disease works. But you must understand that 20 years ago, information about this diet was just not available. There were not enough studies, and in fact, Chef Sunwold friend, a registered dietitian, considered the low protein diet an experiment. Today, this is not the case anymore. We have large review of studies to prove that it works. We have solid data. Now, you know what's strange about the low protein diet? The diet that stops kidney disease? That today many doctors still won't recommend it to their patients. They are still recommending patients to eat whatever they want and just prepare for dialysis. So is it wrong to eat whatever and just wait for dialysis? Yes, that's very wrong. That's the worst possible approach. Why doctors keep recommending patients to do nothing when there is a diet that can help? As we have seen, just removing animal protein from his diet made a huge difference for Chef Sunwold. In just 2 weeks, he was able to get his energy back and to start getting back his kidney function. And yet, many doctors still know nothing about the low protein diet, and obviously they don't recommend it to their patients. But why would a kidney doctor do that? There are actually 2 reasons why doctors do this. First of all, because still in 2022, the low protein diet is not well known by medical practitioners in the US. It's widely used in Europe though, and that's why we have enough data about it to say that it works. But it's not common in the US, so you still have to get informed by yourself about it. And the second reason is a hidden danger connected to the low protein diet you should know about before starting it. More about this in today's video. Okay guys, today I also want to show you some of the foods that people following a low protein diet, just like Chef Sunwold, are eating every day to keep kidney disease at bay. But before that, a question that people always ask me. Why the diet for kidney disease has to be so complicated? Guys, there are many people that subscribe to my channel Double Kidney each day. Many of them are new to the world of kidney disease, and I understand that all these changes, the diet, the restrictions, the blood analysis, and the levels to keep under control may seem difficult to understand and scary. So you may ask, is there a way to make things easier? Well, there is one thing that I really recommend. And a lot of kidney disease patients are using this program to improve their kidney function and to lower their creatinine levels. Some patients are even reversing their kidney disease thanks to what they're learning from this program. If you want to give a fast boost to your kidney health, you should consider downloading it. I'm leaving a link down in the description. Check it out to know more.
It was so worth the energy to do it, because within 2 weeks, I started feeling better.
So now the question is a diet without protein really proven to stop kidney disease? The diet Chef Sunwold is following is a diet which is very low on protein and rich in plant foods. This diet is used today to treat advanced stage pre-dialysis kidney disease. This is because it is proven to work by a large review of studies published in the Cochrane Library. Researchers and many doctors firmly believe that it can basically stop the progression of the disease even in the advanced stages. This is a diet that will remove the greatest burden for the kidneys in existence: protein. It's not a secret that a plant-based diet is the best way in the world to protect the kidneys and slow down kidney disease progression. And that's because plant foods are not rich in protein and they pack a punch when it comes to nutrition. Is removing animal protein all we need to stop kidney disease? Well, the knowledge about the diet that stops kidney disease, the low-protein diet, made significant steps forward in the last 20 years. We know now certain facts about this diet that 20 years ago were not even considered, so this is very important. Today, the best nephrologists in the world are recommending patients to follow a diet even more restrictive than what Chef Sunwold was doing 20 years ago. So, what foods are always allowed in a diet that actually stops kidney disease? All vegetables and fruits suitable for a renal diet will fit in a diet without protein. The exception is legumes, nuts, and seeds. These do contain some protein. They can be had but in very small amounts. High-fat foods such as vegetable and olive oils, but also olives, flax seeds, chia seeds are very recommended. Now, as someone with potassium levels under control may add avocado and coconut, two very healthy fat sources to their diet. In some cases, even low-sodium dressings and mayonnaise may be acceptable. What foods should you always avoid in a diet that actually supports kidney health? High-protein foods are to be avoided completely in a diet like the one that Chef Sunwold is following. This includes any kind of meat and fish, but also eggs and dairy are to be completely removed. As we have learned from Chef Sunwold, meat is the worst. But there is something we must understand about protein. The goal here is to keep protein intake to a very, very low level. But unfortunately, this also comes with a hidden danger. You see, protein is an essential nutrient for the body. While the kidneys are damaged by it, the rest of your body really needs protein to survive. How can you avoid the danger linked to the diet that stops kidney disease? There is a supplement you absolutely need to take to make this diet work and to avoid the danger of malnutrition. Keto analogs of amino acids. Very low protein diets are always coupled with some keto analogs supplementation. The reason is malnutrition. Because while your kidneys really suffer from breaking down protein into amino acids, your body really needs amino acids. And luckily for us, researchers found out a way to get these amino acids without damaging the kidneys. So, to get the benefits of a low protein diet and avoid malnutrition, you can use these special amino acids. Now guys, I know that the very low protein treatment is a very big topic. We've just scratched the surface today. This is why I made a whole video about it, with all the info you need to start a diet that stops kidney disease. It's up here if you want to watch it. And this is all for today. Thank you for watching.